At this time, we will open up questions for Angel. Angel, we're going to start to your left with Howard.
Hi, Angel. Howard
morning.
Mandel, the Nats. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
You, down the stretch in this game, and it's something, a pattern that you followed throughout your career, finished strong in the fourth quarter. And I'm just wondering, what are some specific things you do to prepare for that moment? You know, is it mental? Is it physical? What allows you to be the type of player who finishes the way you do?
Yeah, so actually after the SEC tournament, we lost. There's pictures around, well, not going around, but I had gotten to the gym because I felt like I had left my team down, and I have just recently got bigger and stronger, and I feel like I've gotten in more shape. So I feel like I needed to develop a little bit more and just being able to play in those tougher situations when that does come down to it. So conditioning and strength has been the most important thing coming to LSU. That was my biggest thing. I needed to make sure that I was in 40-minute shape for one, and to be ready to be banged up in the fourth quarter. So just being able to do that physically, and then mentally just staying tough. I mean, I'm in a leadership role where I had to grow up quickly. I was never in a leadership role before, so being able to lead my teammates and guide them throughout this was just something that was needed last night. You're welcome.
We're going to take a question to our right, the back corner.
Eden Lassie, Just Women's Sports. I've seen a lot of little girls here cheering for you, wearing your jersey and things like that. And I'm curious, do you see yourself as a role model? And if so, what kind of traits that you have do you feel like are worth emulating?
Actually, I didn't even realize like how the impact that I've made on so many little girls. I mean, sometimes like, what am I doing that you guys love? Like, what is it? And I'll ask them. They're like, why do you love me? And they said, because you are who you are. Like, you're you. And that's just the trait, the biggest trait I carry. Be who you are, and never ever let back down to anyone. Don't ever get the answer no. I don't take the answer no. I'm gonna find a way to get things done. So, that's always how I've been. I also grew up. My mom is a single mom. She's independent. She raised 2 kids. She's got me and my brother to college for free. So, being able to just look at my mom and just be like, wow, you're somebody that I want to be like.
To our left.
Good morning, Angel.
Good
Lindsay
morning.
Schnell, USA Today. Why is Kim a good coach? Can you explain it to us? Because she is 3-0 in title games. I believe she's won the title 3 of the 4 times she's gone to the Final Four. I might be wrong on that.
Yeah.
And you guys looked like toast last night at one point, and then she made some adjustments. But why do you, as a player, we know she's a great motivator.
Yeah.
But what else is it beyond that?
I think she keeps it real. When I came to LSU, I needed a coach to keep it real with me. Like, Angel, you're not doing enough. You're not helping the team. Like, just being able to have tough conversations. She's a coach that you can have those tough conversations with. And I don't feel like everybody can be coached by Kim Mulkey, but you need a Kim Mulkey in your life. You need somebody to humble you. You need somebody to keep you up. You need somebody to just be there for you. And I think she's also a mom at the end of the day. She also has kids that have played sports, so she knows what it takes to get to the best and to get to the top. So we've always listened to her and just trying to follow her, because this is my first time. This is all my teammates' first time in this situation. So just being able to trust my coach.
We're going to stay to our left in the front.
Michael Cobble, Channel 2 in Baton Rouge. Kind of in that same vein, you guys go at each other, right? And early in the season, in the preseason, you guys really went at each other. How much does that sharpen you, I guess, iron sharpening iron,
Yeah.
and make sure that that accountability is there? I mean, I heard you last night on the bench, we're built for this. Like just that push, that internal push that the players have outside of the coaches.
It started, like you said, in the summertime. When we started playing pickup and we was talking trash to each other and, like, just getting each other better, I think everybody in the locker room just wants to get better. We don't argue. Like, everybody takes constructive criticism, and that's something I've never really been a part of. Like, everybody just wants to get better. And if I tell you, you need to get this rebound, they're going to tell me, oh, you need to box out. Like, just being able to have a teammate that just wants the best for you. And I think we all see bigger things in each other. So I think that's just helped us a lot throughout the season.
To our right.
Hey, Angel. Corey
Hey,
Diaz
good
with the
morning.
USA Today Network. 2 quick questions for you. I guess, according to Lil Wayne, you checked him, so he finally talked to you last night.
No, yeah.
Just what you might could share just from that, that conversation with him, and then 2, you guys have gotten to the national championship game. When you get to this point, and I know it's your first time, but what has been the biggest catalysts for this team and what will you guys continue to draw from in order to potentially host a trophy Sunday afternoon?
Well, yeah, I'll answer that question first. Our defense. Our defense is what has gotten us. Defense and rebounding is what has gotten us this far. I mean, I was just telling somebody else, our LSU is we're like a roller coaster. We seem to always get going early on, and then we can never break the door open. So just being able to break the door open early on tomorrow. I mean, Caitlan Clark is a great player, and it's going to be tough to stop her from getting her points, but being able to just contain her and not letting the supporting cast, her other teammates, go off. So I think that's just something that's going to be important. And then for Lil Wayne, he hit me up after the Miami game. I actually hit him up before the game, and I told him that wasn't cool what he did, but because he's from NOLA, so I was like, that's disrespect. But he said he knew the twins from something else early on. So, but he calls me. We have each other's number. He calls me whenever. I was the one that got best sound bite for the video that came out for the LSU page. So we cool. Yeah, it's cool.
We're going to take a question in our back on the left.
Hi, Maria McElwain, Philadelphia Inquirer. So yeah, you said it. Y'all haven't been here before. How has Kim's message evolved to you guys as you keep winning in the tournament, and how has your message as a leader kind of changed?
Yeah, for her, she's always had us believing we're the underdogs, which we are. We do have a lot of hype around our team and our program and everything that we bring to LSU and how we perform and show on and off the court. But I think she has just always kept us humble. I mean, this is an exciting moment for our program, and this is an exciting moment for everybody in Baton Rouge, but just being able to stay together at this right time and just keep believing in each other, that's just the biggest thing that we've been doing. And just for me, just trying to keep the team calm. I mean, yesterday we went down, and I'm sure teammates that have never been in a situation like this before were probably they were a little nervous. So just trying to keep the team calm. Coach Bob Starkey, he's been here before. So before the game, he told me and LaDeja as the leaders just to keep the team calm and keep them confident throughout the game. Even if we miss shots, making sure the team stays confident.
Question to our back on the right-hand side.
Cassandra Negley with Yahoo Sports. You've spoken about that Tennessee game a few times and how you personally improved after it. Do you feel like it was a crucial game for the team, and how has the team carried how that ended through this tournament?
Yeah, I think that's just something we honestly needed. It sucks to lose for sure, but I think if you don't take lessons and if you don't learn from losses, I think that's just it's not good for you. And I think coming back to practice that week, things had picked up a lot, and just seeing how much the team responded to that loss and being able to know the things that we need to get better at, I think that's just something that has sparked for us. And even the Utah game, I remember when I got that last foul, it gave me deja vu from that game, because I remember getting that last foul call, offensive foul call in that Tennessee game, and then I got the foul and fouled out for that game. Just being on those moments, I think that has just built us for this season, and I'm just happy to be here right now.
We're going to take a question in our front on the right.
Hey, Angel, Madeline Adams, Fox 8 New Orleans. You kind of mentioned it a little bit with Caitlan, but I know it's a quick turnaround. What have you kind of seen from Iowa as a whole after last night's game?
They're a great team. I mean, luckily, me and Katir have played them before in the Big Ten, so I know what Caitlan brings to the table for sure. But just like I said, that third and fourth player, making sure that they don't go off and get their 20 points, I think that's just going to be the difference. And just looking statistically, we've looked at a lot of their stats when they win games, how they lose games. Just being able to do film right now. We started film last night, and then we did some more this morning, and then getting into practice. We're just going to have to pay attention to a lot of detail.
Staying to our right.
Hi, Angel.
Good
Rachel
morning.
Smith, Rising Media Stars. 2 questions for you. Have you given any thought to what you're going to say to your teammates before the game on Sunday? And then do you also have any insight on what Coach is going to wear?
No, I don't. I never know what she's going to wear. You honestly never know what she's going to wear. But to my teammates, this is what we came here for. I mean, we're in this moment. To be in a national championship game with 9 new pieces in Kim Mulkey's second year, be happy for ourselves, but the job isn't finished, and we're hungry. I think that's the difference between us and a lot of teams. We're not going to stop fighting until the end, and I think that we just have that dog mentality within the team, and I think that just built on early on in the year. So just keeping the team confident. They're going to go on runs. We're going to go on runs, and just staying resilient and just being able to be calm throughout the storm.
We have a question in the back on our right.
Eden Lassie, Just Women's Sports, 2 for you. The first is, Kim talked a lot about your growth from when you got here till now. And what is the thing that you feel like you've grown the most at? And then your eyelashes are always on point. I'm curious who you think has the best eyelashes in the league.
In the WNBA or the college? College? Oh. Dang, I got a lot of girls. All the girls be wearing them. I was just with Didi, Kalani, all them Baylor girls. They come. Taya, this is not Taya's hair, but Taya provides me with some hair. Hollywood luxury hair. Make sure y'all shop that. So yeah, the girlies have been doing their thing with the hair stuff and the lashes and stuff. I do my own lashes. I've learned that. And then the first question was.
You've grown.
Oh, okay, growth. Yeah, so I feel like I've matured. I mean, I had to grow up quickly. Just being able to be there for my teammates, I didn't realize they watch everything I do. Practice can go how I go. If I come in not with a positive attitude or just not with a lot of energy, practice could go down and not be as energetic as it should be. So just knowing how much impact I bring to the team, and I go as they go. So just being able to just do that.
Hey, Angel, Lindsay from USA Today again. First of all, how do you not have an NIL eyelash deal?
Oh, it's coming. Trust. Trust. It's coming. The lady I work with, it's coming. Trust.
What I wondered was Julian is here.
My brother, yes.
Yes, he was on the concourse last night taking pictures with a lot of fans. What was his take of your game? What was his constructive criticism?
My brother is my biggest critic, so obviously last night wasn't enough from him, and he told me I needed to get more rebounds and play better defense, but he's happy to be here. I'm excited for him to be here in this moment with me. I wish he was a Tiger, but it's all right. But I'm proud of him, how much he's grown as well, and we critique each other in our games, so I love my brother.
Hey, Angel, Doug Feinberg, the Associated Press. Two-part question. When you first decided to enter the transfer portal last year, was your thought, the dream of, oh my God, we're going to win a national championship when I get to LSU?
It wasn't LSU. I thought I had two other options that I was going to and visit set up. LSU wasn't even in the question. Kateri was the one that called me, and I thank her daily. She called me and it was like, take a visit to LSU and see how this goes. And when I took the visit, I fell completely in love and canceled all my other visits. So, I mean, I guess it was just God telling me the direction I needed. And I needed Kateri to tell me, like, this is where you need to be.
And we talked the other day about how there's a lot of eyeballs on this weekend for women's basketball
Facts.
and the growth of everything.
Yeah.
And you're one of the faces of this game.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what last night was for you guys and obviously the other game and
Man.
how much this could help the sport for now and the future?
Yeah, I think me and Caitlan are like, we ain't her the same class. So me and her, the top two eyes everybody's looking at. Both of us. We're both great players. I think we bring a lot to the game. A lot of people respect us, NBA players, rappers, everybody respects us, and I think that just helps grow our game. I mean, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than LSU. It's just bigger. I feel like it's for the women's basketball, and I feel like we've helped grow it a lot this year, just being able to be who we are.
We're going to take a question to our right.
Hey, Angel, Scott Rabelais from the Baton Rouge Advocate. Thanks for the tip on where to find more hair. From figuring out that LSU is where you want to be through the season, through the tournament, what do you start to feel? Is it confidence? Do you feel a sense of destiny? What are the feelings and emotions? Or where are you guys now after being through everything you've been through and all the games and all the practices?
I don't know. I don't know how to feel right now. I actually don't. Am I supposed to be like overly excited? I don't know. I think I'm blessed for sure because a year ago I wasn't here. I was in a different situation, and I think April 5th is when I entered the transfer portal. So just being able to see how my life has come together. I mean, I've been through so many. I've been through 2 surgeries. My freshman year, having high expectations, and then coming in sophomore year, being dominant, hitting the transfer portal, not knowing what I'm going to do, and going away from home, which is the scariest thing in my life. So I'm not really sure how to feel right now. I didn't go to sleep till like 5, 6 o'clock because just up thinking about like how this is actually possible, and I don't even believe I'm sitting right here right now. So I don't know honestly how to feel right now.
We're going to take a virtual question. Gabrielle Lewis, your line is unmuted and you are able to speak.
Gabrielle Lewis, the next. Angel, this team seems like it has a lot of confidence in one another and in just your game. How does that affect how you play? And then also, does that will you to wins?
Yeah, like I was saying a little earlier, I think we have like a dog mentality. Everybody just wants to go get it. Like no one backs down to anything. I think this team is not scared of anything. We've played a lot of great players, but I think we just always come together and believe in each other, and I think that's what's gotten us so far. No matter what the media has said or anybody else, we know what we have and what we built together, and coming to LSU, which is one of the big goals, to just get back to the promised land. So just being able to have that confidence within each other, and I think it just helps us on the court.
We'll take another virtual question. Patrick, your line is unmuted. You may begin.
Hey, Angel. I'm
Hi,
Patrick
good
Waring
morning.
from the MBS Sports Hour. Just kind of had a personal question. Just wanted to ask you about you. Is there anything about you that you would like to share that you think people don't know? I mean, obviously, we see you on the court. We see things from social media. But is there anything about you that you would like people to know?
I don't know. I feel like my life is an open book, and everybody sees everything that goes on in my life. I don't really have a personal life. It seems everything I do is highlighted. Yeah, I mean, I think something that people a misperception about me is that on the court, I promise you we're not friends. But like off the court, I'm cool. Like we're cool. And I think just even going into this year, I think that's just what has made me who I am, and just being able to embrace who I am, because I have that mentality. I don't care about if you don't want to be friends after the game, that's cool. But when I get on the court between them lines, it's that mode, and I'm in that mode. So I think that's what kind of people misperceive about me, like cockiness and confidence. I'm very confident. I'm not cocky, but I'm very confident.
We're going to take another question to your right.
Alexis Davis, Rising Media Stars. It's very clear that you're into fashion. With the current climate of WNBA players not getting sneaker deals as often as NBA players, what do you think your trajectory is to get possibly a sneaker shoe? And if you were to get a shoe, what would you want it to look like?
I would love. I'm looking into that right now. Definitely the off season, I'm going to be doing a lot of modeling and stuff, and hopefully I can sign into a shoe deal before I leave college. That's my big goal right now. Especially with NIL. I mean, I know I can make as much money in college, probably more than the WNBA. So that's just going to be important for me going into the league, emphasizing on my fashion. I love to dress up and love to put on clothes. So just being able to try to find what's for me. And, I mean, if I had a shoe, I mean, it'd probably be some low tops, and my first shoe probably pink, glitter, something cute. I don't know.
To our left.
Angel, you can't tease us and tell us that you were considering 2 other schools and then not share those schools. Will you tell us?
I can tell you Tennessee and South Carolina. Yeah.
And what was it about LSU that sold you right away?
One, Kim Mulkey. I mean, hands down, seeing what she can do. And then I had goals written down, and she checked every box. One of the big goals was for me to get confidence in my game and being able to be the player I was coming out of high school. I was never a 5 player. So going into Maryland, it was a tough transition for me to have Shakira Austin leaving and then me having to play the 5. That was tough for me. So going into a situation like that, and then being able to play under a coach where she has gotten players in my position to the next level. I mean, she's really great at developing post players or big guards or just people in my position. So that, and then the way that they support women's basketball at LSU is crazy. Like, you get Joe Burrow status at LSU. I can't go out to eat without people all over me, and just the way that they love LSU is crazy. Like, I love the fan base there. It's LSU. If I was a regular student, I'm going to LSU. It's turned.
To your right.
Hey, Angel. Ashley Jones, Rising Media Stars. We talked to Coach earlier, and she said you guys kind of get after each other in a good way, especially you and Alexis. What has it been like to go on this run with her and then to have her as your point guard?
To see everything that she's been through, I mean, it's so inspiring, and I think that's why I go so hard for Alexis, because I'm not going to ever let her give up. I know she has hit rock bottom before, but when she with me, she's not hitting rock bottom again. And just knowing to have a point guard where she's going to go get it every single night, and I want the best for Alexis, and it's going to be tough seeing her go after this year and to make her dreams come true, and I'm going to be really sad about that, but I love Alexis. She's one of the best guards in the country, if not the best. I mean, that's the best point guard I probably played with, and just to see how confident she is. She's always just, you never know what you're going to get from Alexis. When she comes into practice, she's like hype sometimes, and she'll be just quiet assassin. So just seeing how much Alexis has grown throughout my whole year with her has just been amazing.
We're going to go to our left.
Dylan Sanders, 24/7 Sports. Last night, Flau'jae gets the steal, fast break, power step, layup. boom, you're in the lead. What does it do for the team in that moment, just the confidence? And then what has Flau'jae brought to the team this year as a freshman?
Well, just like to go into both, her growth. I mean, that layup right there, usually you'll see her get a charge or she might turn the ball over. So being able to see her do that going, Coach always says that she never goes lateral. And just to be able to see her take the ball and make that clean move as a freshman, I think her growth coming into the season, as a freshman, when you're a McDonald's All-American, when you come in with all these accolades, you have high expectations. You want to score 20 points a game, but it's not realistic a lot of times when you're on a number three. We were number three team in the country, and you come in starting like that. So I think her maturity, she doesn't pout, she doesn't get upset. She works hard and she grinds. And you also have to realize Flau'jae is a full-time student athlete, a rapper, and a basketball player. She does it all. So just to be able to see, I can't do what she does. She wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning and works out and then goes to school and then practice and then she rapping. She's in the studio. So just to see how much she has grown, matured, I'm just excited for her, and just we can't do what we do without Flau'jae.
To our right.
Hey, Angel. Chantal Jennings with The Athletic. Good morning. Kim keeps trying to temper expectations all season. She's like, we're ahead of schedule. We're not supposed to be here, but you guys are playing for the national championship tomorrow. Did you guys look around the locker room at any point and say, Kim, look at, we're not ahead of schedule. Look at who's here. This is the plan.
We say it within each other, but we can't really say it out. I mean, we keep what we do in our locker room private, but I just feel like that's who we are. We're going to keep that chip on our shoulder. I think that's why we go so hard, because it's like we have nothing to lose. We're not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be here, and I don't care what anybody says. We're not. So just being able to be humble, she keeps us humble. I mean, I think that's just what's important and what keeps us going, honestly.
Front row to our left.
Flau'jae and Kateri have each done a great job defensively, kind of holding star players in this run down. Obviously, you're facing an exceptional player in the national title game. Do you feel like it's going to be a team effort? Need to be a team effort?
For sure. I mean, like I said earlier, containing Caitlan Clark is what we're going to have to do. She's going to get her shots. It's going to be tough on an off night. I think we did statistics today. When she loses, she still gets 30. So when she wins, she's averaging 27. So just seeing the other people, it's going to be important to guard those other 3 to 4 players. Cezano's another great post player. They have Gabby Marshall, those other shooters. And I've also seen them playing in the Big Ten before. So just being able to, like you said, it's going to be a team effort. We have to play defense together as a team, and defensing and rebounding is going to be what's important for us tomorrow night.
To our back right.
Isabel Gonzalez, CBS Sports. Earlier you said that everything you do is just, kind of highlights, and everybody sees everything you do. How does that affect you? Because obviously your journey hasn't been smooth. You had surgeries, you transferred. And then second part of the question, what are some things you do when you're not playing basketball? What are some hobbies that people might not know about?
All right, for the first question, it's hard. I mean, I have to deal with a lot of stuff on social media, negative and a positive, but I guess that's just what comes with it. Mentally, you got to kind of stay tough, but I have a really good support staff behind me. I mean, my coaches are amazing. My teammates are amazing. They have my back throughout everything. So I take a break from social media sometimes and just delete it or just put my phone down, just trying to just stay focused. I mean, this is the most important time right now, but you have to realize NIL stuff is going on, so I have to post certain things at certain times. So you kind of have to balance both, but it also is really hard. But in my off time, it's not much off time. I'm always doing something that has to do with business. I'm always trying to see how I can grow myself off the court, modeling, and just trying to get into that stuff. And plans, I have a lot of plans for the summer to do a lot of things, and just ways to just grow my brand and just grow who I am, honestly.
At this time, we're going to take a virtual question.
Gabrielle Lewis, the next. Angel, you talked about wanting to come to an SEC school, visiting Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU. What about the SEC made you want to come here? And then also, can you speak to the SEC's run over this tournament and this season?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to come to an SEC school because of the post play. I mean, the post play is really, really good in the SEC, and I think that would get me prepared for the next level. I think SEC is one of the best conferences, if not the best conference in the country. So being able to play with the best, I mean, that kind of would dictate where I am and where I need to get better at. I mean, of course, the Big Ten was definitely great, but just being able to see what more I wanted for myself, and then just being able to see, like you said, the SEC. we were slept on this year. I think that a lot of people didn't think the SEC was good, and that's why a lot of people may not have ranked us high to where we were. But the SEC, we ran as deep as we could. I mean, we had 2 teams in the Final Four. You have to pat yourself on the back for that because it's not easy in the SEC. I think every night anybody can win any given night, as you can see. So I'm super proud of the SEC, and I think right now as LSU, the only SEC team standing, we're going to do it for the SEC.
We're going to take a question to our right.
Hi, Angel. Christina Walker from Christina Girl Hoops TV. As a student athlete myself, I really do appreciate how, you're always being yourself. You're always having fun, lifting up your teammates. So that's something that's very admirable.
Thank you.
So going into this Final Four as a sophomore leader, nonetheless, what are you telling your teammates? What are you telling yourself? How are you getting into the mindset, getting ready for tomorrow's game?
Just trying to stay focused. I mean, it's a lot of outside noise, of course, doing media and then social media and family here. And it's a lot going on for sure. At 20 years old, this is a lot to take on. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. All the critics that say all this stuff online, like, I promise you, I don't think any of y'all could really sit in my shoes right now or any of my teammates' shoes and have to deal with what we have to deal with. So just being able to be smart right now and just being able to stay focused within the team and just focusing on the big picture, which is tomorrow.
Angel, we're going to take our last question to the left.
Okay.
David Eichel, 24/7 Sports. Angel, congratulations on
Thank
a
you.
phenomenal season.
Appreciate you.
Just curious from, having to defend Monica Sonano, I think she's taken 1 dribble the entire tournament. I guess, how hard is that to practice, and does that make an adjustment for you defensively and how you try to contain her?
I remember playing her last year at Iowa with Maryland. She's very efficient around the basket. I mean, she doesn't miss pretty often. Caitlan gets her the ball when she needs to get the ball. She's really great. Her hands are great. She has great footwork, but you got to realize we have LaDasia Williams. She takes on that post player usually every game because me and Cezano, I might be the biggest one on the court, but I'm also quick. I'm quick. I'm a 4 player. I'm really a 4 player. So me and LaDasia are going to both have to guard her. I mean, I think LaDasia did a great job playing Kitley last night and also playing Utah Peely, Elisa Peely. So Day does a great job. And, I mean, without LaDasia, we can't do the things that we do. So it's going to take a team effort, of course, to guard Caitlan, but also Cezano is also a great player to guard.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you, guys.
And best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.